So we're here with Jared in his space shuttle that's beeping and hollering at us, and now there's radios hollering too.
Yes, dear.
Oh, hold on. Let me put some oil on that thing before you head out.
Alright.
And here comes Tristan to change all of our plans.
As always.
But you see this big green thing back here that is not part of that baler, was not until, what, a couple days ago?
Yeah.
What is that?
That is a Sturmont rake.
That is the Sturmont big bowl hay rake that attaches onto the baler. And you can see it's very, very wide. So this rake attachment came from Spain, and we just put together the whole thing that from Spain. It's called the big bowl, all that stuff.
It has about 1 full day of use on it.
Oh, so this is day number 2.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be very easy to take a turn and swing that into your tires.
Oh yeah, very easy.
So you see it's grabbing straw from the outsides, brings it right into the center and feeds straight into the baler instead of having a whole separate rake tractor driving around out here in front, raking these 2 windrows together. Alright, so now we're going to try to pick up all 3 rows at once and see if we can clog this thing up. So that end is just out there on the side of that row. We're driving right over the top of one and it's grabbing another one out there. You can see the difference in how much straw is going in. Making some adjustments now on height, so
tires there.
He's watching, talking to him, adjusting the heights. Alright. So, making some adjustments on raising the tongue height a little bit by kicking this back so that more can fit in there. And this is supposed to free float, but we couldn't figure out why the tines were coming up until we realized the tires are behind there. So if you angle it and it's free floating on the tires, by angling the whole setup, you're raising the tines a little. So now when you adjust that, you got to go back and adjust every one of these, and then adjust that, and then adjust speed, and then adjust everything else. Okay, we don't want these tines too low and digging into the dirt, because that just breaks them. So you don't want it leaving anything behind either. So we're trying to find that balance point. Alright, so he's going to get it wound up and get going again. We got this big old wad of stuff right here we got to shove through where we stopped. See how it does. Here goes the stacker. If you look in here, very little left behind now. Much better than what we were doing back there. So we're watching it to see. You can see in this field's kind of tough because this is a wheat field. So this is all wheat harvest, and this is the leftover wheat stalks after the combine went through. You can see the combine left a bunch of very tall strips out here, which kind of makes baling a little bit goofy, but figure it out. Just take some adjustment. Alright, so we're in the stacker now, and it's much bouncier than the other tractor. Just a little. So the stacker goes across the field at a high rate of speed, rams into the bale, kicks it sideways, grabs it, throws it up on its back up there, and the problem with that machine doing 3 rows at once is the bales are so close together, you barely have time to get it reset before you're at the next bale. So now I got a full load, we'll go stack it up. Oh, and there's no buddy seat in this tractor, so we just have to get real friendly.
Yeah.
Ooh, wrong way.
Oh, you had to slow down. Hey, don't worry. I got that on camera.
Gosh.
There you go. I'm just gonna pretend I could do better over here. So as I said in a previous video, this is all either seed, wheat, grass, grain fields, and there's the combine that harvests. This was wheat, and they harvest the wheat with the combine. Then the straw that's left over gets turned into the bales. Then they disc the field and grow a new crop. So since we're playing with this machine and getting it all tuned in and figuring out what it can do, you can see the row goes this way and the row goes that way. But he's cutting straight across this way and just grabbing a whole bunch at once, since you see how wide it spreads out. And it's working perfectly. You can see what it's doing since it's going across the rows at an angle. Is it grabs a big clump and sends it in, and then has a bit of a break, and then another big clump. So it has time for that first bunch to go into the machine before the next one gets to it. And it's actually feeding really, really well doing that, instead of just that constant big flow going in there. I stood on the wind side. That was not smart. Always stand on the upwind side. It's dusty. And as you can see, now they're running the whole baling process with 2 guys and 2 tractors over there. Eliminating the rake, eliminating a whole nother operator, eliminating all that extra fuel and wear and tear and a piece of equipment. 2 guys take care of the whole field. But now that the operation is that much more efficient, we've got an issue we got to deal with, so we're gonna go find Jesse. Okay, we're at a new field up north here that the trucks haven't been in before, and this is the driveway they got to get in. So we've got them parked out in the road here and looking at it, trying to figure it out. There's also a big hole in the bottom of that that's gonna want to catch a bumper. So Jeff is going to try it first and get over as far as he can and try to get all that truck and trailer into there. Hopefully the tanks don't drag right here. Oh, it's close. So close. No traffic. Not terrible. Just a few blackberries. Now Jesse's turn in the long truck. Got some traffic back here, it's gonna have to wait. This is only like one of, I think, 4 of these trailers that was ever built. It's an alloy 36 or something weird like that. That truck actually gets around pretty good. Very nicely done. I just ride on the trailer.
But we really don't want to rip a fuel tank off.
Fuel tank or a bumper. Close, but you're good. Don't be scared. Hey, you didn't build a whole truck shop to not break them. That hole is deceivingly big right here. If a truck came right down and went in that, it'd fold the bumper right up or hit the fuel tank, so they just go into the brush over there. I found the one problem with your fancy new hay rake.
What's that?
It eliminates a tractor, which eliminates an operator, which means you have to fire your mom.
I think she fired herself.
She fired herself?
I think she was all done. She went to Culver, and then she was like, I'm not, when she decided, over there she must have came to and realized she's not raking anymore. She didn't return.
She did not return.
Yeah.
So when Jesse was 20 years old when you bought this truck?
I think I lose track of time.
Yeah, he bought this truck right here, truck number 1, to start his whole empire and build a big business with lots of employees and equipment and facilities. And here we are 20 years later. What's he doing? Still driving that truck around with no air conditioning.
Yeah, so it's got, you know, these little guys right here, you know.
Oh yeah, it does have air conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
It goes right in there to a vent that comes out right here by your feet. The life of farming.
That's right.
Since everybody's asking what it is I'm doing over here, I fix trucks. This one, the stack's coming loose, bouncing across these fields, and it's coming loose and going all over the place. So we're gonna tighten this clamp up because the one on the other side broke the clamp because it was so loose. So we'll fix it.
Broken. You're a little bit better. Oh shit, look at that. Mechanic, on-road mechanic.
Yeah, better. That bracket, the cast bracket has a crack in it, but the clamp was loose too.
That was what big boy stacks on.
Yeah.
Go through pesky fields.
Gotta be so fancy with your big stacks.
Now we need to point his antennas forward so he looks like a super trucker.
Good.
Casey, his landing gear leg rounded out too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we found it. The farmer found it for us.
Did you find it in the baler?
He actually found it. Luckily, he's in his pickup. Yeah. We don't want him to find it in his tractor.
Yeah.
So.
I do have zip ties to fix the other side.
Good. What's going on here?
So that cast bracket broke from all the bouncing around.
Wow, yeah.
So there's some zip ties on it to stop the shake, just to try to keep it from
You
ripping.
need baling wire?
Where would we find baling wire?
You need to go find a wire baler.
We put enough zip ties on it, it'll hold.
Throw some duct tape.
Yeah, I'll throw a couple on the drive line just to screw with them while we're at it.
This isn't one of our fixes.
Yeah, this is a Casey fix, not a Jesse fix. Well, blame it on the squeeze driver, hit the stacks.
Oh no, he's smooth.
pair of wire cutters and clean that up.
Well, why would we want to do that?
Because we're professional around here.
Oh, look at that. Nice and clean.
This is professional. Want some chips?
Okay, looks like it's my turn.
All right, you're up. So for all those of you saying, what are you even doing there? It looks like you're just driving around and just messing with your friends. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. All right, well, they're out of here. Just tinker stuff to fix on the trucks, but they're good to go now. Okay, so that is the last of what I had to do today. So I got one more day over here, and tomorrow we're going to be hauling into a barn that is very unique and got some cool stuff going on with it. And I think we found a guy who used to work there. That's bright, but I can't do anything about it right now. We found a guy who used to work there and knows about all these weird kind of homemade things about this barn. Is going to give us a tour of it. So if you want to see a cool barn that has some cool stuff going on, check back in I don't even know if it's going to be the next video or not. Harvest and stuff going on, and I don't even know where I am, but actually I don't actually know where this is. I just followed a pin drop to get here. But either way, that video will be coming up. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and some new equipment. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. All better.